The oatmeal looks like oatmeal. Smells like oatmeal. Tastes like dirt. What's going on? Good morning. This might look familiar. I am in Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania, in the Delaware River National Recreation Area at the Mount Mitzi trailhead on the Appalachian Trail, and getting ready to do an overnight section hike of the AT, doing the Wind Gap to Water Gap section. This isn't deja vu. I've done this before. We're going to be joined by a first-time backpacker, so we figured we'd do something that we know. Do something that we know is pretty easy. We know the terrain. We know there's reliable water up by the shelter. There's also highway noise. That's really loud. But I got here early because this parking lot fills up really quick, and I'll be leaving the Jeep here, and then we'll be driving up to Wind Gap. And I don't know if you can make them out on the GoPro, but there's a great blue heron over here. And somewhere right in here, I saw him fly over there and heard him. There's a green heron. Not a lot of water in there for him to be fishing, but I guess they're catching frogs. So while I'm waiting for Dragon to show up, I'm gonna walk around here and just check out some of the trails I haven't looked at, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we get to the trailhead that we're gonna start from. We are on the trail. Got Dragon up front. First timer Shadoe in the middle here. He is gonna learn what hiking on the AT in Pennsylvania is all about. Straight up to get in the parking lot. Like I said earlier, this is the Water Gap to Wind Gap, or actually Wind Gap to Water Gap section. We did this once before. A lot cooler up the mountain the first time as it was, or this time than it was the first time. That one sucked, but looks like no chance of rain. The only reason for a tarp on this trip might be it is acorn season. They are dropping, falling out of those trees like missiles. So we're gonna hike along and bring you back in a bit. Alright, we are moving along. And I didn't turn on the camera so I could get the helicopter, but I did turn on the camera to show the color change here. It's like fall in this little section. Look at this. I mean, we're getting in the end of October, we're getting at the end of August. But these trees that's it. Autumn, right in this little spot. A couple spots has already smelled like autumn. We are up on the ridge and moving along. Thought we had gone further. We're probably only about a mile and a half, mile and 3/4 at this point. But we have just been hiking and BSing. Look at all these ferns. And that sound, August. Okay, so we have stopped, and I'm using 4 Patriots food for this trip, exclusively for this trip, and not as a promotion or anything like that. It was what was available and the price was right. This is the mac and cheese, and there will be a video about the me unpacking it, and you'll understand. I put a little bit too much water in there. But this is just Kraft mac and cheese. Or not even Kraft. This is like store brand mac and cheese with powder. It's not good. It really doesn't taste like cheese. I mean, the noodles are still a little crunchy. That's my fault. But the taste of it is, I'll eat it. because it's here. But as of right now, I would not recommend this, but we'll see. I only had a certain amount of alcohol on my stove, so I didn't boil the water all the way. Could be part of it. We'll see how dinner goes. But right now, I don't think cheese is supposed to be the color. Could be wrong. All right, I'm gonna eat that and see what happens.
What are the individually?
I got a few thoughts about that meal. That was probably one of the most disgusting things I've eaten on the trail. I'm not gonna lie. Just flavor-wise, was not happy with that. Once we get to camp and I make dinner, let's talk about that. But right now, not a big fan of the Four Patriots. That was as I was turning off the camera, you may have heard Dragon starting to talk about cheese, and he made a good point. It looked like liquefied Kraft singles. It was, but it didn't taste good. It was nasty. So I ate the whole thing, all that mac and cheese. I'm glad I broke that down. I had double that amount initially, and I split that up because it seemed like it was going to be way too much. Really glad I did, because I would not have wanted to force all that down. But I did, after I ate that, I did wash it down with some peanut butter just to get the taste out of my mouth. Yeah, not good. So we're back on the trail. We are about halfway up to the Kirkridge shelter, where we'll be staying in that vicinity. We're going to hopefully not set up next to people who are partying this time. Not going to put up with that again. That was just ridiculous. So we might stay closer to the shelter. Don't know. We'll find out. But we're going to continue on. And Shadoe is doing good, except for his pack. He has been eyeing up dragons. He wants to steal it.
It's so true.
Before we left the car, he opened up his pack. He's like, okay, what of this stuff don't I need? So he pared down his gear pretty good, but it's still, rucksacks are hard to backpack with. They serve a good purpose when you're doing something shorter, but for backpacking, they're a little tough. They're not really built for this kind of a excursion, but that's why he's out here, to learn what works and what doesn't. And boy, is he learning.
Yes, sir.
All right. Onward we go. All right, we've made it to Wolf Rocks, and my wind cover is all sorts of goofy. Let Shadoe have a minute up there. Look at the noob taking selfies.
That's right. You son of a bitch. How dare you? Busted. You were there once before. How do you think you get your footage? You do it nonchalantly, sir.
This guy taking pictures of himself on the rocks.
Who does that? Not gonna do it without anybody seeing. I haven't seen him take pictures of yourself walking by yet.
Oh, look at that moss. That's cool.
We're gonna continue out that way.
Is that your stuff?
No.
Well, that sucks.
That's interesting.
That dog lost his hat.
Maybe
Well, those people have to come back this way, so.
Yeah, they had nothing with them, so they're not going far. I hope they weren't going to that spring. What do you think about that? They go in there for the dog, because they're going to be very disappointed when they get there.
that dog will be anyway.
So it makes you wonder, was there wolves here?
Yeah. Still don't know why this place got its name.
Or maybe,
Wolves on
does that look like, it looks like a wolf. That rock a little bit.
Maybe because they're the size of a wolf.
See it? There's the eye, there's the nose. It looks like a wolf. That's what I'm going with. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. We're not far from
It's funny how you
the
keep
shelter.
taking selfies.
So I wonder how long does it take you to catch on that? Oh yeah, I see him. The Shadoe just found a snake. We're just leaving Wolf Rocks here. And we've been looking because this is snake country right here. And there's a black snake up here. I don't think it's a rattlesnake. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone now. He was right up there. All right. This section of this hike, this is probably the most technical thing you're going to do. Just working around these boulders. Let's see if I hold you in the same hand as my trekking pole.
My handles on my pot get really hot all the time. Even if it's like not near the fire.
No, we're at camp. What is all over the lens? We're at camp.
That's one hell of a way to open your video.
Yeah, so it's good squeaky. It is 6:30. We're eating dinner. Everybody's excited about their dinner, except for me. I don't know what I'm gonna get here, but Shadoe's pack weighs like 700 pounds. So I told him I'll take one of his Mountain House meals off his hands, because I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna have for dinner is gonna be really disgusting. If it's like the lunch, I could be wrong. I don't want to jump to judgment too quick, but
You might be pleasantly surprised.
then I might die.
You won't die.
So-
we're close enough for an ambulance to get here.
That's supposed to be rice and vegetables.
Oh.
Does that look like rice and vegetables to you?
It doesn't.
It doesn't, right?
It really does not.
There's a couple of grains of rice in there. I don't know what all the powder is.
Let's see, when you said powder, you weren't exaggerating.
I was not kidding, no.
I don't even know if I'd leave that for anybody on the trail.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have to worry about any bears stealing it, that's for sure. So I'm gonna put some water in this and
So this is what the humans eat now?
see what it does, and I'll let you know. But I do have some chicken and rice Mountain House as a backup, which I'll probably wind up eating too, because that mac and cheese did not hold me over. The last probably mile, probably since the road to here, I could feel my calories just gone. I was wearing out quick. So this doesn't look like it's gonna do much. So we'll see. I think my water's ready.
We'll discover Earth after humans are extinct. They'll find those. They'll find those like Patriot meals or whatever they are. We'll be like, so this is why the humans died out.
Ah, that would be why. I'll give you an idea of what we're talking about here. So I'll show you. There's no way to explain this. What is that? And the rice is starting to plump up, and there are some. I see a pea, but I've tasted it, and I shouldn't have done that because it's disgusting. It's really. I really don't want to. I don't like knocking companies, but this stuff's bad. And I bought this with my own money.
Mm.
So I've got the mountain house already on deck, just waiting for water to boil. Because this might go right to the privy. Because it's going there anyway at some point, either through me or me just carrying it over. So I just might skip the middleman and just getting dumped one there and the other. So yeah, not good. So that's 2 strikes. I can't imagine the oatmeal is bad, but I'm not gonna even try to assume that right now. That's really not good. I can't recommend somebody using 4 Patriots food for any reason whatsoever. If you want to survive, just store Kraft macaroni and cheese and some Northside rice or something. I don't know. This stuff's not good. Sorry, 4 Patriots. Not a fan. Not a fan. So, gonna let my water finish boiling. Probably filter some more water. I'll eat that, and then we're gonna take a walk over to the clearing out there and take a look out. Sun's getting ready to go down back there. Was it 7 o'clock? 10 to 7. So that'll be setting in about a half hour or so, 20 minutes. And then, as you can see on this tree there, no campfires here. So don't really need one. It's warm. I'm glad I brought the 3/4 quilt. And it's an all hemlock mountain night. We got my coyote pack. Dragon's got his coyote pack, and Shadoe's got his orange red tail. That is orange. It's crazy. But all right, I'm gonna eat something because I'm really hungry now, and probably go to bed early. It's probably gonna be early night. That's a mess. There's our previous campsite. We were here a couple years ago, and this awesome view out to the valley. And we sat like right out here and watched fireworks, and there's a campground down there. They had some music playing. Must have been having like a little festival or something. Nice spot. We did notice they've let this grow in, and we're wondering if maybe that's to keep large groups from coming out here and partying. It could be. But we'll see this again tomorrow because Shadoe's literally standing on the Appalachian Trail where he is. We're going to check this out for a little bit, enjoy it, and head back to camp. Cue the jet. Alright, so it is like 8:45, and we are all in our hammocks. And that's a wrap for today. We fall asleep listening to the katydids and crickets and cicadas and all that fun stuff. I'll see you in the morning. Breakfast time. Good morning, first of all. Not sure what's going to go on with videoing. My GoPro battery literally fell apart inside the camera. I think it swelled, and as I was trying to pull it out, it popped apart. I was able to reset the camera, but who knows what's going to go on. So I'll record as long as I can. It is round 3 with the 4 Patriots food. This is oatmeal. I can't imagine they screwed this up, but who knows. How'd you like the hammock, Shadoe?
It's fantastic.
You slept all right?
I recommend it. Yeah, absolutely.
And ignore the fact that the creator's right there telling the truth.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me about the hook on the end for the under quilt, and it fell off in the middle of the night.
You'd think you'd see the giant strings hanging off the end of the quilts that reach the end with the hooks on them, and you'd put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, that's
and
my fault.
Yeah, there's 2 other hammocks setting up. There's set up the right way, and you know,
I mean, you
good.
didn't watch one of the countless videos on
Yeah,
YouTube
really.
on how to hang a hammock and
It's crazy.
underquilt?
How do you think it would have connected if you didn't have the snaps?
I don't know.
You didn't think of that, did you?
I would have just had it out on the end, I guess, until I would have seen one.
Now you gotta lay this. You gotta put this hammock really low to get into that quilt. You just lay it on the ground.
I'm like, wow, this is interesting.
All right, you guys get our breakfast going, and I'll let you know what happens with this oatmeal. So, the oatmeal looks like oatmeal. Smells like oatmeal. Tastes like dirt. No, it's not bad. So, 1 out of 3 meals from 4 Patriots. That's not a good record. That's not bad, but it's oatmeal. Unless it wasn't really oatmeal, it was just little pieces of cardboard in there. That's just really the only way you can screw that up. But, got my oatmeal, got my my coffee is just finished up. Just gonna eat and get packed down. Alright, well, we are on the trail. We just passed the overlook and we are heading towards, this little gap has a name, I don't know what it is, but right before the towers and you get up on top of Mount Mitzi. Then we'll be at Mitzi. Letting Shadoe lead, see how badly he wants to get that pack off. So he races back down to the car. And this way we can keep an eye on him so he doesn't dump that pack. This is very much fall right here. We came through a couple spots last night, or yesterday afternoon, that were, the leaves were green on the trail. Like the trees just shut down, dropped their leaves and shut down. Really weird. But it has been dry. Should be a little bit cooler today. It's gonna be kind of like this all day, kind of overcast. They're saying no chance of rain now. There was like a 30% chance of rain yesterday, they said. But now it says no chance of rain, but it looks like it wants to rain. But since we're heading in the car, that doesn't really much matter. We're just gonna enjoy it. No party goers last night. It was very quiet, very peaceful. We were right up the hill from the shelter. And didn't hear a peep. Just I think a porcupine early this morning was right down the hill from us. Probably heading for that shelter, go chew on it.
The top of Mitzi down is about a mile or so. So from here to there,
About 3 miles.
we're looking at 3.5, 4 miles.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're looking at. This is the ridge we're taking. Out,
That's not so
past the tower, up, over, and down.
But it's cool being
So
able
close.
to see it. Yeah.
So the halfway point to the end point is about the tower, right?
From here?
Yeah.
Right, roughly.
We are approaching the tower that we just saw in the last clip on the other mountain. It took just under a half hour, and we stopped for like 5 minutes or so, had some waters, took a break. There's the tower. This is Pennsylvania, so you cannot climb the towers here. They do not allow it. Not like New York.
I don't remember that old foundation. I must have glossed right over that one.
Yeah, I don't remember this either. Oh, this is cool. I wonder maybe this was the old tower. I am covered in spider webs. How did that happen?
Is the name of the tower?
Yeah, maybe it was the old tower. Maybe it was like a maintainer shack or something like that back in the day.
Watch me go back and watch my old video and be like, I've seen the commenting on it before, I don't remember.
You knew the history of it. This was Bob Stanton's old maintenance shack back in 1922. Yeah, here's another spot. These leaves just shriveled up and fell off the trees. Didn't even change colors. Yeah, that's what I heard from back there. made me look up. Well,
So right over here, do you mind if I drop my pack for a couple minutes?
no good.
Alright, cool.
For the last like 10 minutes or so, we've been hearing a lot of fire sirens off on the Jersey side. There must be a huge fire over there.
Oh, there's your tower.
Yep.
There it is.
Drop this
Different angles as we
Yeah.
go further down.
Now, if you're over on Mount Tammany looking at Mount Mitzi, it looks exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Like the striations going up the side like that. It's really cool. It's just like mirror images of each other.
Good stuff.
Yeah, the way it was carved out.
Oh, we are at Mount Mitzi. We're at the overlook. We had a little bit of rain, but just enough to get the leaves wet.
These ones are really good.
And already starting to hear the traffic.
Curious, phenomenal ones. that she brought
This
back.
starts the main descent now. We really start losing altitude. Get back down to the car. So we'll get that started here in a few minutes. We're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, I see how that goes.
So we are on the approach path back to the parking lot. Didn't record a lot, but I mean, I've done this before. It's more about enjoying it and getting Shadoe into backpacking. What do you think, Shadoe?
Not too bad.
You survived with the pack?
Survived.
That one less mountain house made all the difference.
Sure did.
You gonna do it again?
I'll do it again.
Good time. I already know Dragon had a good time. I don't have to ask him. We were gonna get some. Oh, you did have a good time, right?
Terrible. Man. I don't
Nothing
know why
to
I let you keep talking to me and this stuff.
Nothing to see. All looks the same. We're gonna get some barbecue, and that's gonna be it. Go home and rest up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up and all that fun stuff. Leave a comment. I'll see you in the next.